A fight over a homegrown energy source has spilled into Annapolis today. Legislators got a briefing on extracting natural gas reserves from Marcellus Shale. This is a type of rock found in western Maryland. Supporters argue tapping these reserves will actually save energy costs, help the economy, and also create some jobs. But controversy has now erupted over the drilling method and also its impact on both the people and the environment. 11 News reporter David live in Annapolis with more. David?
Marianne, this is a sleeper issue, and today's briefing proved to be a wake-up call for many. Underneath this rugged terrain lies enough natural gas to supply the entire United States energy needs for the next 15 years. Maryland is part of a formation of Marcellus Shale, which has 363 trillion cubic feet of natural gas trapped inside it. This reserve stretches from New York to Tennessee, a homemade energy source which will mean less dependence on oil products. For western Maryland, tapping into it means jobs and economic development.
This will provide a huge infusion of cash to the farmers for leases, and also if they hit the gas and they receive the amount of royalty that is expected.
Here's how it works. Hydraulic fracturing, or fracking as it's known, drills straight down, then sideways into the Marcellus Shale, which lies anywhere from 4,000 to 8,500 feet below. Water is injected along with some chemicals through a pipe, which causes mini earthquakes. That fractures the rock, releasing the natural gas sealed inside. An abstraction method that has created serious environmental and safety problems in states like Pennsylvania. Bill Ely of Dimmock, Pennsylvania, lives next to a shale drilling operation. State officials confirm his well water is contaminated. It even catches on fire. Horror stories from Pennsylvania and other states have made their way into the Environmental Matters Committee.
We're concerned about contamination of drinking water. We're concerned about contamination of groundwater. We're concerned about erosion and sediment and going into creeks and rivers from that area.
State officials briefed legislators on the status of drilling for it in Maryland. Two companies have applied for numerous permits, but they have a long way from getting permission.
The more vexing problems for which answers are not readily available and require, in our view, more work and assessment.
Delegate Mizeur introduced legislation that puts a moratorium of sorts on drilling until all concerns are met.
We don't want to end up being a Pennsylvania where our tap water is flammable. We have had the opportunity to sit and wait on this gas for millions of years. We can wait a couple of more years until we get it done right.
Legislators from western Maryland introduced legislation requiring the state to come up with regulations to drill by the end of the year, which in effect expedites the process. Reporting live from Annapolis, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.